Hi everyone, happy Saturday. It's time for another episode of my Bath & Body Works ritual haul. This week I am in Michigan and I shopped alone. It was actually a lot of fun. I got to go to a new Bath & Body Works store, which was incredibly busy. Probably the busiest I think I've ever seen a Bath & Body Works store, which says a lot because I have been to a lot of stores. I also stopped by Tractor Supply Company and got a wax warmer that I'm going to do a video on. I stopped by Marshall's and Home Goods. It's amazing how many stops you can justify when it's just you. So I have a lot of stuff. You won't see all of it in this video. I'm just going to share the Bath & Body Works stuff today. You'll see the other stuff I found coming up in future videos. By the way, if you are new here, this is the 3-Wick Thesis candle channel. I do a whole lot of candle stuff and a little bit of wax stuff on Wednesdays. And my name is Tracy. I'm so glad that you're here. If you like my content, subscribe. I do this sort of stuff every week, every Saturday. Bath & Body Works haul. Some are bigger than others. This week's is sizable because, well, multiple reasons. Number one, I was short on some supplies here at the stepdad's house, and there was that, was it $2.95? It was on like all the body care, like travel size, and what is it, the spray sanitizers. There was like a sale on Tuesday where there was stuff that was $2.95, so I put a BOPIS in for some of that stuff. Then I went to pick up the BOPIS, and the stepdad was like, hey, can you get me some stuff? He wanted to bring a body cream hunting with him, and then I was like, sure, no problem. And then it became, and can you get this, and can you get this? And I was like, you should be coming with me. But he didn't, so then I have some rewards that I cashed in for him. And then I went out again today because they had the, was it $12.95 today for candles? Y'all, I don't even know. I wasn't even paying attention. I just knew I had a coupon, and it brought it down, which was awesome. By the way, shout out to Diane. She has an Instagram called The Planner Tita, and she sent me a 25% off coupon. She's come through for me twice now. So thank you, Diane. I did put it to good use. I have a haul that I did with the coupon, and then I also have some candles and some body care that I shipped to my house in California, mostly because I just don't want to travel with this stuff. It just gets to be, you know, really cumbersome. So with the coupon, I got the 3 wicks for $9.72. Not as good as last weekend, but the coupon was expiring on the 17th, and I thought, why not? And I picked up candles that I want to burn here. I have them at home. I want them here. I'm going to be here for a little bit longer. I will also, of course, be back. So I picked up a few goodies. I'm going to start with the BOPIS because that's what kind of, you know, started this whole cascade of 4 bags of Bath & Body Works stuff. Not a lot. The Hubs did pick some stuff out too because he was here earlier this week. He's gone back to California now. He's got to teach in person. I teach only online. And one of the things that we agreed on, which is rare because normally I don't like to wear edible gourmandy scents, but we both really like this warm butter cookie. Vanilla scents can make me actually feel nauseous. I've gotten stomach aches from wearing edible vanilla scents. In general, body care vanilla just does not go well with my body. I don't know why that is, but this one doesn't make me feel sick. There are no scent notes on the bottle. If I can find them online, I'll pop them below in case you want to know what it is. I'm just going to spray a little bit in the cap because I don't want to throw off my sense of smell. With everything else, I'm going to be sniffing. But y'all, this is really good. It is buttery and cinnamony. I feel like I'm getting some cinnamon in there, a little bit of spice. It does remind me a little bit of the cinnamon pretzel cookie, the Milk Bar one, but this one has more of like a butter cookie vibe to it. And less of, I feel like the Milk Bar one gives me like pretzel vibes. This is actual really sweet sugar cookie. So it's like sugar cookie, buttery sugar cookie, vanilla, and a hint of spice. Plus the colors. I love pink and blue. Couldn't resist. So this was $2.95. I needed a new hand cream here at the stepdad's house. I actually brought one with me. I brought In the Stars, but y'all, it is so perfumey that it was like making me not feel good at night. I kept waking up and sniffing In the Stars, and I was like, I do not like this. So I'm going to destash that, and I got this one instead because I know I like this one, the Into the Night hand cream. And you've seen me haul this before. This is nothing new. It is one of my favorite scents at Bath & Body Works. And because I didn't have my Fine Fragrance Mist, and that was also on sale for $2.95, I picked it up in the travel size. Now I know that this is now $5.95 for the big boy, so really it didn't make a whole lot of sense to spend $2.95 for the small one. But y'all, I have the If You Musk Fine Fragrance Mist that I bought last December, and I spray it liberally at night, every night before I go to bed, and I'm not even halfway through it, and it's been almost a year. I don't really want these sitting around for years and years and years, so I will pay more per ounce to just have the smaller bottle. Also, I'm going to be keeping this here at the stepdad's because I have this at home. I didn't need a huge bottle here because there's no way I could possibly use it up here. Again, none of this stuff has the scent notes, but I will go ahead and post that below for you in case you're curious. This is just such a divine scent. I feel like it's like romantic and a bit mysterious, and you get the nice rose, and I feel like you get the berries. It's perfumey, it's cologne-y, but it's not overpowering. I feel like it's perfumey in the sense that there's floral, and then there's like base notes in here that feel a little bit cologne-y, but it's so well balanced and so sweet from the berry and so well done that I could tolerate it. It doesn't bother me. This just helps put me to sleep. For reals. I put this on my feet, I put this and If You Musk on my body, and I zonk out in like 2 minutes. It's amazing. So both of these were also $2.95. And then the hubs also wanted to toss in a Milk Bar birthday cake spray sanitizer because these were also $2.95. Not a huge savings on this one because it's normally $3.95. But we'll use it. We have these in both cars. We have them in both of our backpacks. We travel with them. We go to Disneyland with them. We will use this up. So he wanted this one. No scent notes on this either. I'll put those below. He really likes the Milk Bar. In fact, as I am recording this right now, he is at our usual Bath & Body Works back in California. He went to the outlet store and he was texting me and he said, I love the Milk Bar collection so much. And I was like, you know what? You're not alone. Like, lots of people love it. But he's having like, you know, a personal crisis because he wants to stock up on a bunch of the body care. It's a good price, but he can't justify it because we have so much. And I was like, you know what? It's $6, you know? I bought a cold brew this morning and I spent $7 on something that I am literally going to expel from my body throughout the rest of the day and into tomorrow probably. If you have a hand cream or a body cream or a lotion or a fine fragrance mist that you really like for $6, and even if you only use it 10 times and it brings you joy and you have the money, right? Get it. If you don't have the money, then, you know, choose your values and what you prioritize. But if you have the money, just, you know. Okay, in my notes I have that I spent $11.80 on that BOPIS and I saved $19. Then when I was picking up the BOPIS, I got 3 things for the stepdad. The body cream you're not going to see because he took that up north with him. But he also wanted the body wash and the deodorant to go with the body cream, and all 3 were in the Graphite scent. These were not on sale on Tuesday. These were full price. I knew that there was a body care sale coming, but he was leaving Thursday. He left to go up north on Thursday, and I wanted to get him his body cream. The other thing, y'all, and I don't know, is your parent like this? He refuses to let me buy him anything. If I buy him something, he wants to know how much it was, and then he wants me to pay me for it. I'm like, dude, you have paid for so much stuff for me almost my entire life. Let me gift you Bath & Body Works stuff. It brings me joy. Well, then before I know it, there's a $20 bill sitting in my wallet that I know I didn't put there because I don't carry cash. So he finds ways to like sneak money into my pocket or my wallet or whatever, forces me to take it. So I said, you know what? I'm not paying for this stuff. I'm going to use all my rewards. And so when I got home, he said, how much do I owe you? I said, you don't owe me anything. He's like, no, come on. How much do I owe you? I was like, look, the total is $0. You owe me nothing. And he's like, it's not $0. I was like, no, it is right here. $0. You can't pay me because I didn't pay anything. He's like, no, but those are your rewards. And I was like, look, this is the only way I can get you stuff and not force you to pay me back. So this stuff was free. You can have it. You don't owe me anything. And if you want me to start using my own rewards, then stop trying to give me money when I gift you stuff. And he just kind of grumbled and walked away. So, you know, whatever. I appreciate that he wants to pay me back all the time, but also I show love through gifts. It's like one of my love languages. I actually don't like receiving gifts necessarily. I'm struggling. I struggle to accept gifts, and I'm sure he's the same way. Maybe that's where I got it from. But I feel like I express love by giving you things I know you enjoy. So let me just give you your Bath & Body Works stuff. Each one of these was free. The deodorant is $12.95. The body wash is $15.95, and the body cream is $17.95. And all of these have the same scent notes. And y'all, did they change? I swear the body washes used to have the scent notes on there, and now it's not there. So the body wash doesn't have it, but the deodorant does. It's sage, bergamot, spice, and leather woods, and he really likes the leather in here. He's a leather guy. And he has this in, I think he had this in the deodorant before, and he's out, so we picked him up another one. He was using the Whiskey Reserve body wash and body cream, and he thinks it's really strong and kind of cologne-y, and he doesn't want to stink up like the whole cabin where he's staying. So it was really cute. He put on Graphite on one hand and the Whiskey Reserve on the other, and he's like, smell. And I was like, all right, which one smells better? It's interesting to smell how things evolve with body chemistry, and by far the Graphite was better. It was much more mild. I feel like it was not as cologne-y, definitely not as overpowering. So he picked up those three things but took the body cream with him. So that was free because I used those rewards, but it saved, how much would that have been? Yeah, $46.85. So far we're up to, what, $67? And I won't have any more savings information because this was also a BOPIS, and they split the receipt because, like I said, some is being shipped to me in California and some of it was picked up. So I will just share with you what I got. I can tell you the prices, but I didn't do the math, y'all. I just don't have that sort of energy, and I'm not having math brain today. So this is mixed bag of body care and candles. I'll go ahead and start with the body care stuff. I wanted some of these shower steamers for here at the stepdad's house, so I did pick up the Eucalyptus plus Spearmint and the Lavender plus Vanilla, and I have hauled these before. These are okay. They're a hint of scent, and I only buy them if they're 75% off or if they're a part of the body care sale and I have a coupon. And since I had the coupon, that actually made these, anything body care was pretty cheap. It came out to $4.46. So snag worthy. I get to enjoy these here. We'll see if the stepdad likes them. The Eucalyptus and Spearmint is literally Eucalyptus and Spearmint. It is very sharp sinus clearing. Very menthol-y to me. It feels clean and fresh, which I like. And then this one is more floral, a little bit deodorant-y. The Lavender and Vanilla is just kind of powdery. But in the shower, when this gets, you know, wet and kind of warmed up and you get the steam going, it does read more earthy, which I like. If you've never bought the shower steamers, they come in packs of 6. You get 6 tablets. Each one is individually wrapped so that you don't lose scent on the other ones that are still left in the jar. So I just open this up. At home, I pop it onto the bench where it lasts longer. It just gets kind of water droplets on it as opposed to really getting soaked. Stepdad does not have a bench in the shower that I use, so this is just going to go on the floor. Probably will only last for one shower. These will go a lot faster. Also, you know, not going to use them every night because that's pricey, but if he likes them, I can always get him some more either during SAS or during the next body care sale. I also needed conditioner here. I got through my travel size. I think that was 1,000 Wishes that I bought. I think that's which one I had. So I picked up some champagne toast. in the conditioner. And y'all, this is, it's really good. I really like it. I initially bought the conditioner in the 1000 Wishes travel size, and I felt at first like it was a little bit heavy and made my hair feel not as much like body as normal, and it almost felt a little bit oily. Well, then I realized I was just using too much. So I cut it back like in half how much I was putting on my hair, and ever since then I've been like, okay, this is really nice. It really helps with detangling. I feel like it smells good. It makes my hair really soft. I have no complaints about this conditioner whatsoever. I have this same size bottle of Into the Night that I got at the outlet store back home. So I got Champagne Toast for here at the stepdad's house. This is Bubbly Champagne, Sparkling Berries, and Juicy Tangerine. This is just a nice body care shower item for me. I love this scent. It doesn't do well in candle form because it has no strength, but it feels effervescent. It feels very sweet and juicy from the berry. I feel like you get a sweet, juicy citrus from the tangerine. It doesn't read too bright. It's not sour or tart or like tangy. It's just fruity, juicy deliciousness with what feels like some fizz, like some effervescent sort of energy. So happy to have this here. I will be leaving it. Actually, everything I got here, I'm leaving at the stepdad's house, including, although y'all know, I don't know if I can leave this here. We'll see how much I like it. I did pick up the Milk Bar Raspberry Holiday Pie Bar in the body cream, because like I said to the hubs, it's $5.95, just get it. Plus, y'all, it is so dry here. And I saw some of y'all requested you want to see pictures of the snow. It is all melted. By the way, today it is like 62 degrees out. 2 days ago it was like, you know, high of 34 or something. So big, huge snowstorm came through when I arrived. Stuck around for a few days. I'll go ahead and show you some pictures of the icicles and the snow on the trees across the street. The snow I took pictures of with a leaf when I was going for a walk. So it was, you know, blustering, windy snow. We must have gotten close to a foot. And where we are in Michigan, I'm going to get the map out, y'all. So Detroit's over here, right? I'm over here, southwest Michigan. And this is Lake Michigan over here. So when the wind blows over the lake, either this way or down from the north, we get what's called lake effect snow. And that's what we got. It was just a ton of lake effect. I think it had to have been about a foot, probably like 8 inches to a foot total that we got. When it's that cold, you get the fireplace going, you get the furnace going, and the air gets very, very dry. And I feel like no matter how much lotion I put on my body, my elbows are cracking, my ankles are cracking, my hands are like getting hangnails like crazy, everything is drying out. And I'm putting lotion on after every time I wash my hands. I'm putting lotion on like 3 times a day. I'm going to run out at this point. I might use half this bottle before I get home. So I did buy this for here. We'll see how much I get through and how much I love it. If I really like it, I'm going to bring it home. It's sugar cookie, raspberry jelly, and toasted almonds. It's so edible and so gourmandy. It smells to me almost like a high-class raspberry Pop-Tart. The raspberry note feels very jammy and like ooey gooey sticky raspberry, like that you'd put on the inside of a pastry. And then I feel like the toasted almond and the sugar cookie read more like, I don't know, I get like croissant vibes from it, or like pastry, something like layered that you would put the jelly inside of. It doesn't necessarily smell like sugar cookie to me. I love it though. It does well with my body chemistry. It stays true to form. It doesn't evolve into something gross, or devolve, maybe I should say. So happy to have this here. And also because I'm using hand cream right now and it's just not doing the job, I went ahead and picked up some of the body butter in the Cashmere and Snowflakes, or Snowflakes and Cashmere. Because this stuff is 48 hours of moisture. It's a little bit thicker, a little bit more creamy, a little bit more oily, soaks into the skin, really nice. I actually love Bath & Body Works body butter. This is vanilla cashmere cream, caramel woods, and frosted clementine. Now in the candle I cannot smell the citrus at all. I'll be curious to see if I can smell it in the body butter. I'm going to put this on my arm because y'all, it is already just so dry. and I have been doing nothing but driving around today. I went for my walk, and my skin is really dry. I haven't even been home, and the heater's not even going right now. Yeah, I don't get citrus. And this is, it's not a super, it's not a potent body care scent. It's very subtle. That cashmere is just very warm and earthy. I feel like this is kind of, to me, like Moonlight Zen, where if I want to wear a lotion, but I don't want to be super smelly, I don't want to offend people in the room, I don't want it to be really obvious that I've put on a scented product, this is something I would go to. It's also one of the reasons I wanted to get it in the body butter, because if I'm rubbing this all over the place, I don't want it to be a really strong scent because it will overwhelm me. I'm very sensitive to stuff I put on my body. So I got this because it is more mild. It's just a hint of sweetness from the caramel, and then you get a beautiful cashmere that's just warm and earthy. Love this in candle form, and I think I'm going to love it in the body butter. And my arm already feels better. It already just feels smooth and softer. It doesn't burn. Dry skin burns. Alright, so that's the body care stuff I got. Then I did pick up some candles, and most of this is stuff that I want to burn here, like just enjoy. It's stuff that I have back home, but I want to share with my stepdad, and that I, think he'll like. I'm realizing I don't have any apple candles here, and like, it's peak fall. I need apple candles, so I picked up an apple crisp, and again, had the 25% off coupon, so that made this a steal. I am enjoying this back home. It's in my November rotation. I bought it last year, and I found the apple to be too sharp, but this year it's not bothering me, and I'm enjoying it. It's caramelized apple, cinnamon crumble, and sugared oats. And I love the label on this collection too, which, by the way, is almost entirely sold out at all the stores in this area. I don't know what it's like back home. But I love the kind of background plaid with the leaves, and it looks really pretty when it's lit. Neutral beige lid, white wax, and thin stiff ropey wicks. It is still very tart apple. I get a cinnamon note that feels... It feels a little bit too spicy hot to be baker cinnamon, but I still appreciate it. I think it goes well with the other scents in here. You do get a sense of like a buttery brown sugar oat note from the crumble and from the oats. I'm hoping this one performs better here. At home, I'm burning at my open concept. It just can't deliver. So I'm thinking here it might do better because his living room is not open concept. We'll see. I also picked up the Milk Bar Cinnamon Sugar Pretzel Cookie because I'm loving this one. The stepdad loves cinnamon and cookie. I told him it was a little bit pretzely. He hasn't sniffed this yet. I also feel like I get like vanilla frosting in this. It does have sugared vanilla, so I feel like that's pretty prominent. He loves vanilla. It's toasted pretzel, cinnamon dusting, and sugared vanilla. And it kind of smells like a sugar cookie with vanilla frosting on it, paired with like a cinnamon sugar mixture and a pretzel. That's the best way I can describe it. And at first, pretzel scents were really off-putting to me. I feel like the more I burn candles and melt wax with a pretzel note in it, the more appreciation I have for it. It's just very bready, without smelling like yeasty and without having to smell like baked bread. So it's like bready and brings an edible note that isn't cloyingly sweet and super gourmandy. So the sweetness from the vanilla with the warm spice from the cinnamon with the kind of bready edible note from the pretzel. This is delicious. Very simple jar. Just has the kind of baked good decorations, which I think are chunks of pretzels. Yeah, chunks of pretzels on the front. Green label, and this has sheen to it, so it's a little bit shiny. Neutral lid with no branding, which is nice. White wax, and these are more medium ropey wicks. So we'll see what the stepdad thinks of that one. And then because Apple Crisp can be a little light, I wanted to pick up one that I really appreciated in my October rotation, and that is the Spiced Apple Toddy. Look at me, getting apple scents. So actually I have another one too. I went for the apple today. It's warm apple brandy, spiced plum, tart cranberry, and cinnamon stick. And this was a really good performer for me. at my place. The apple is just very tart, almost too sharp for my nose, but then it is very well balanced with a juicy, fruity plum and the cinnamon stick note in here, which reads a little bit spicy hot, a little bit barky, and the tart cranberry in here kind of amplifies the tartness of the apple. So you get like tart from the apple and cranberry, you get juicy sweetness from the plum and the apple, you get a hint of like syrupy sweetness from the brandy, and then an earthy spicy hot from the cinnamon stick. It is complex and well balanced, and it delivered well on strength in the last version I had. So this is the White Barn jar. It has the kind of foil red label with the garland around the edge. This is transparent or see-through kind of painted glass. This is red, or maybe it's a red label. No, it's painted glass. Yeah, painted glass. This is a really dirty lid. It's covered in gunk and fingerprints. Now, I can't tell the color of that. Is that stainless steel? Gold? I don't know. White with... These are more thin, stiff, ropey wicks. White wax. Okay, so I got that one. And then I am reviewing... It's over here. But it's on the bottom of the stack. Which, by the way, I have 3 Goose Creek collections over here. This one... This collection. This one here. I will have out tomorrow. Y'all. Amazing. I love them so much. I think there's one that's a little bit sus, but really good if you're a gourmandy like me. And then there's the like wallpaper wrapping paper style one, and then what is it, Winter Fairy Tale or something like that with the Bellini. I'll put a picture up here. Anyhow, there is one in that is an apple scent, and one of y'all told me that it was Goose Creek's version of Bath & Body Works Winter Candy Apple, which made me realize I don't have Winter Candy Apple, and every time I sniff it, I'm a little bit put off by it. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get it, put it in the bag, and I'm gonna fire it up and see how it compares. So I grabbed Winter Candy Apple, which, by the way, I love the foil background on this. I love how it kind of shines. It's red and really pretty, and also some of the accents have that same red foil, so the ornaments here, and the like candy apple dripping and the ribbon on the apple over here. White with no wraparound, matching red glossy lid, white wax, thin stiff ropey wicks on this one. I'm not crazy about this scent on cold. It's red apples, winter rose petals, and candied oranges. Mostly because it feels like... It's like tart and tangy at the same time, and with that rose note in there, it ends up smelling a lot like a laundry scent to me. And I can tell you from having burned the other one, the other apple one from Goose Creek, they smell a lot alike on cold. Almost a 1-for-1. So I'm gonna fire this up and test it before I do my review on that collection, so that I can speak to how this one compares, so you'll know that if you like this one, you can buy that one, and it's usually cheaper. Burn quality for me is on par. I usually have about the same luck with Bath & Body Works as I do with Goose Creek, but I also babysit my candles a lot, and by that I mean I only burn them for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours at a time, and I trim the wicks with the nub, put them out as soon as the flame gets too hot. I use tweezers to pluck out, you know, fallout. Yeah, I watch my candles. Yeah, it's very powdery and tangy from the orange, I think, and maybe some of that tartness from the red apple. So, gonna give that one a try. And then when I was in the store, I saw where they had this, so I had to pick it up. A Toast to You. And I will say, this smells different at home than it did in the store. And also my label looks like it's a little bit messed up. Which that's okay, I'm not a collector. It doesn't bother me. Just something to take note of if you're gifting. So kind of a reflexive, glossy black wraparound. This is a stainless steel lid. White wax core wicks. And this has scent notes of sequined plums, berry spritz, and smooth amber. It is very, very ambery, and I'm trying to figure out why they're calling it smooth amber, because this is very abrasive to my nose. In the store, I got the plum the most, and it was a very juicy, it smelled like a ripe red plum. Delicious. And I felt like I was picking up on a berry note that reminded me a little bit of like champagne toast. So I was like, ooh, I'm gonna like this candle. Problem is, when you're in the store, you get the amber scent, but it kind of just feels like the atmosphere, right? People are spraying fine fragrance mist, they're spraying room sprays, they got men's cologne over here, they got perfume, and the whole place just kind of smells like what they're calling smooth amber here. So in the store, I was like, wow, this is really fruity. I almost want this in body care. I got it home, I was like, wow, this is perfumey. So I'm hoping that mellows out on warm. If it doesn't, I might end up having to destash this, because that amber note is strong, and it is very, very sharp, I think is the right word. Abrasive? It ain't smooth. That's what I'm saying. Alright, that's everything from my BOPIS. I will have, when I'm back in California, a video of the stuff I hauled to be shipped to my house. So that'll be probably my first Bath & Body Works Saturday ritual haul when I get back, which will be Black Friday weekend when I'm back in California. So you'll see that, but not this weekend. I will share it with you. For now, I think I have shared enough. Tell me in the comments below, are you taking advantage of the candle sale this weekend? Are you picking up body care? Have you already picked up body care? What'd you get? Tell me. If you're saving for Black Friday or Candle Day, I support you. Tell me that in the comments below. Tell me if you go to Bath & Body Works with someone else. Do you go by yourself? Do you have fun like I do, no matter what? I actually really enjoyed my time alone today. Alright, if you appreciated this video, give me a thumbs up. That lets me know that you like this content, that you want to see more. It also lets YouTube know that my content is worth engaging in, and it will pass it along to other viewers like you. If you want to see more of my Bath & Body Works ritual hauls, make sure you're subscribed. And tune in tomorrow, because I will have the Gourmandy Holiday Candle Collection review from Goose Creek. And then I have 2 more on the horizon. Plus, I still have my Best in Glow gingerbread candle, which has 5 candles in it review I need to post. There's good stuff. You want to be here. Thanks so much for spending part of your day with me today, and I will see you again in my next video. Bye, everybody.